Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome. Today's a special vlog. We're celebrating our 250 subscriber milestone on the YouTube channel, and not only that, we're celebrating our year anniversary for being on the platform. So I don't really have a strict plan for this episode, just gonna kind of talk to you and just roam around, see what happens. So please join us today. So the very first order of business today are a couple thank yous. For all of you who have subscribed to the channel. That's really the core for us of what we do, and the best way to support us, I would say, or one of the best ways to support us. We have more than 150 of you since we've done the 100 subscriber update, and it's moving a lot more quickly now. I can't believe it, actually. So it's exceeded all of my expectations. I should say that we didn't really have any expectations though to start off. This has just been an experiment. But anyway, thank you all who have subscribed. Really means a lot, actually. I also want to really point out people who comment and engage with us, both through our email on our website, as well as on YouTube via comments. I would say maybe even more than subscriptions. To me personally, that means more. Like when we hear from somebody that, hey, we helped them plan a vacation or a camping trip, or they're just entertained and that they're watching our content, it makes it worth doing this. So to me, that's the fuel that I need to keep moving forward, so more than anything else. So for all of you who engage with us, especially those of you that do it on a regular basis, and doubly especially for those of you that have been doing it since the very beginning, and you know who you are, thank you so much. So to thank you all for your continued engagement, we're doing a giveaway. We're giving away 3 t-shirts, literally 3 t-shirts of 3 different sizes. So we have a medium t-shirt, a large t-shirt, and an extra large t-shirt. So if you want a chance at winning one of the nifty t-shirts, all you gotta do is put a comment down below and specify your t-shirt size. You don't need to tell us your real name, just we'll see the comment with your YouTube ID and that'll suffice. So write whatever you want, just be sure to specify the t-shirt size if you're interested in winning one. And then on a future episode, we're gonna do a drawing. So we will take all of the names, for example, for those that specified a medium t-shirt, put them in a hat, draw it, and then that person wins the medium t-shirt. And we'll rinse and repeat the same process for large and extra large. Now there are a couple small stipulations to the contest. The main one being that we do not ship internationally. So unfortunately, we're limiting this to only folks here in the domestic US. In addition to that, you will need to have a YouTube account to participate, because in order to use the comment feature on YouTube, you have to have an account. It's really easy to get one, it's free, and if you go through the trouble of doing that, why not also subscribe to our channel? I'm also gonna put everything I just said, a summary of that, in the description down below, so feel free to check that later when you're done with the video and review everything we just discussed. But best of luck to all of you. I also wanted to take a couple moments to thank my wife, Amy. Once again, I've done this in the past, but especially for those of you that are new to the channel, the Cactus Atlas team is actually 2 people. It's myself and Amy. You hear me mention her name quite often in the videos, and she does come on some of the adventures with me, but you don't see her on the videos too often. She just prefers not to, and that's I respect that, and I'm cool with that. Just a very camera shy individual. Now there are some videos where she makes some cameos, so if you really want to see, you can dig them up and find them. They are out there. But she does the lion's share of the work, I would argue. She does a lion's share of the editing work. I do a couple here and there, but she does most of them. She manages all the content for our website, writes a lot of the blog posts, does all of our social media, and she manages our user comments. Very often when you get a comment back from us on YouTube, I do also respond to comments, but if Amy was on an adventure, she has an answer, more often than not, it's probably Amy responding to your comments. So I just mainly wanted to bring to your guys' attention that, yeah, so Amy really is a crucial part of this channel, and without her, there's no way that this could even possibly be happening right now. So Amy, thank you as always. Well, let's see, since the last time we did one of these vlogs, we actually did officially release our website, which many of you are already aware of that, I think. But if you're not, you're new here, yeah, we do have a website, cactusatlas.com. I'll put a link in the description down below so you can check it out. But yeah, we put a lot of supplemental information about locations there that might interest you if you ever want to visit. So yeah, check it out sometime. We do have a couple future plans for the website that we haven't gotten around to yet. One is to add a comment feature or forum to the site. Just actually very recently looking at that. Was looking at a third-party solution and still going back and forth. If I go the third-party route, I could probably get it done in a day. But I was considering rolling my own comment feature for various reasons, just to keep ads off my site, stuff like that. So that is one thing that should be coming pretty soon. Yeah, as for the website though, in general though, I mean, we're kind of still in a phase of, you know, finishing writing up all of the content. Going forward, we always have a blog post to accompany the new videos, but we are still writing content actually from stuff that we released months ago. I think we're close, and the first goal was to just lay down the foundation of the website, get it out there, get the process going, and then build upon it. So we're getting close to the build upon it phase, which is the exciting part. I also wanted to follow up on something that I have said in the past, which is that I want to purchase an off-road four-wheel drive vehicle. I was hoping to have that by this point in time actually, but when the pandemic came about and everything changed, that did change my willingness to make a big purchase like that. I am fortunate right now to have a job. It seems stable. It's a good job, but until life returns to something more normal and I'm more confident, I'm holding off from making that purchase. But rest assured, when I do, I'm going to be doing a lot of exploration in the backcountry here of the Southwest, and that's really something that I've wanted to do for the channel for a long time. So stay tuned and rest assured that day is coming, hopefully sooner than later. Now, one other aspect about the pandemic that's made life a little bit difficult is getting out and filming and going to locations. I had a lot more plans, a lot of places that I would have been to by now had that not come up. A lot of camping that I was planning on doing. Virtually all the campgrounds in the Southwest shut down, and a lot of them are still closed even right now. So I'm very limited in what I can do there. But as soon as I can get out and do more of that, I absolutely plan on it. One thing I wanted to mention also is a lot of the content you've seen us release over the past few months, a lot of that was recorded in February and early March, right before the lockdown started to happen. I was in between jobs. I had time before starting my new job, so I went whole hog and just did a bunch of trips to places I wanted to go, including camping, and got really lucky with the timing actually. So we had a lot of content banked that you're seeing. We still have some left from that time period also, but as you've noticed, we have been out more recently, like right now, filming. So I do think we're gonna be able to maintain the pace of releasing weekly. I would just like to get out and do more camping and national parks, and that's mainly the big challenge I would say right now. So I'm gonna do the best I can there, and if anything changes where we do have to decrease our release schedule or something, I don't anticipate that, we will absolutely update you all. So bear with us, but I think we're keeping pace pretty well. One thing I thought would be interesting to share with you guys, just kind of the future direction of this channel, is the primary reasons right now, as I've mentioned, for doing the channel are not monetary in nature. Nor do we have any expectation that anytime soon, being realists, that it would ever be feasible to make a living doing just this. The dreamer in me though, however, would love to one day be a full-time YouTuber. I watch a lot of them, a lot of people doing that, and they are very inspiring, and I would love to do that, but that's not what we're up to at the moment, and we're not even thinking about it, to be honest with you. Really the main things, like for me anyway, I don't want to speak for Amy, is that doing this hobby, one thing that I've learned is that I kind of struggle a little bit speaking in groups, like in work scenarios, meetings. I get really nervous, anxious, and struggle with that, kind of an introverted side of me. This has helped me tremendously with that in ways that I never thought possible. So for me, there's like a therapeutic aspect of doing this content. And also just it's promoted a healthier, happier lifestyle. We get out of the house a lot more now and explore, do a lot more active stuff, and I could be doing better in that area, but there are so many just positives to doing this that make it worthwhile on its own. And if that's all it would ever be, that's good enough for me. Now, once again, going back to the dreamer, in my mind, I'm thinking what would be super cool is maybe like 10 years from now or so, if I'm approaching retirement age and like I've built up enough over time, over a decade or so, of a foundation for being able to do that, maybe right off into the sunset towards retirement, doing this kind of thing, and then into retirement and beyond. That's where my thinking is at. It's very long term, but just do know that, yeah, this will not lose momentum. I feel like I can't lose doing this now just because of all the other benefits that I've described to you. It really has changed our lives in a very positive way. So yeah, so that's a little bit of insight into why we're doing what we're doing. Well, I think that about wraps this one up. I know, probably kind of dry, just wanted to give you some insights into what's happening with us on a more personal level than usual. Please, like I said, if you want to throw your name into the mix for a t-shirt, leave a comment here with the desired size, either medium, large, or extra large. Keep an eye out for a future episode where we do a drawing. And until then, take it easy, and we will be back next week with a regularly scheduled episode. See you later.